I wonder why I never hear about Western men marrying wealthy Filipino ladies. Can someone please help me with that question? I'm going to answer you with your question, but I'm going to answer you based on my theory and opinion only. Well, first of all, I have seen a lot of Filipinos or Filipinas who are wealthy and who are actors and actresses actually got married to foreigner men or foreigner women. But my theory why a lot of wealthy Filipinos or Filipina don't like to marry Western men is because most of the time they prefer to marry their own kind, which is rich and rich only or wealthy and wealthy only. And part of it too is a lot of wealthy people from the Philippines often go to the Western world anytime they want because they can afford it. And most of the times they are aware of what is really going on here in the Western world and how men are here in the Western world. And since they are already wealthy and are able to access all the opportunities they want, so why would they want to marry a foreigner just for the sake of opportunities? So they would rather marry their own kind. That way they don't have to feel like, oh, what if this foreigner is just using me for my money or my wealth? Because they know that a lot of foreigners from the Western world who goes to the Philippines and marry a Filipina are not really wealthy in their country or in the Western world. And that is why a lot of Filipinas in the Philippines who are unfortunate, often they think that when they see a foreigner from America or Europe or any Western country, they think right away that those people or those men are rich because they automatically think, oh wow, he has $1, so it's my opportunity to have an opportunity. And that's the reason why a lot of Filipinos or a lot of Filipinas who end up being with a foreigner often think that they will become rich or they make a lot of money once they end up with a foreigner. So there's a lot of assumptions to it, and that's the reason why a lot of families often take advantage of their in-laws or their child who are in the Western world because they think that once you are in the Western world, you make a lot of money. And mind you, this is many Filipinos' mentality or mindset when it comes to marrying a foreigner. But really, they don't have any idea what the culture in the Western world and how the system works here. And a lot of wealthy people are aware of what is really going on in the Western world because a lot of them visited the country and they are aware, especially how the men here in the Western world are. But in a way, it's a win-win situation for the unfortunate Filipina who will marry a wealthy foreigner. Because a lot of men from the Western world, they know how to manipulate their little dollars when they go to the Philippines. In a way, they want to marry a traditional Filipina in the Philippines because most women in the Western world are not really traditional. It's more like in the Western world, women are strong and independent, and a lot of men don't really like that. But I also know that a lot of wealthy Filipinas are not really traditional because most of the time they have their own maids and they have someone do the work for them, so they don't really want to do anything.